Now, I'm going to share with you what happens is the sense of overwhelm ultimately gets into a dynamic, and this is the ultimate thing that holds people down, creates this depressed, down on myself, I'm not good enough, self-esteem dynamic, and it's called the expectation gap. Elwood Nego says, the root cause of all person conflict is the violation of expectations. Not just in person conflict, but in how you actually go about your own day. What goes on inside your own person conflict, inside person conflict, because here's why. Here's how I see myself. Here's how I see myself. And the fact is, both good and bad, we see ourselves differently than we are. Okay, we have a picture of ourselves. We, by the way, we judge ourselves by our intentions, and others judge us by our actions. We'll judge ourselves by intentions and judge other people in 140 characters and say we know who that person is, we know what they're all about, and so on and so forth. And in our social media world, judgment is at an all-time high, and people's fear of judgment also makes them a little fearful of getting out there a little bit, okay? So here's where I see myself. But you've seen the talent, you've seen the gifts, and here's the thing. You've seen yourself at your best. Then, so you have this picture, and then you have maybe this ideas, dream. It could be a dream, it could be a goal, it could be an idea. And then this happens. You see this other guy or gal over here, and you compare. And you go, I think they're better than that. I think they're doing this. I think they could do that. I think I can do that better. I don't understand. They're not that smart. They're not that witty. And yet they have this and this and this and this and this and this. And so this then starts to drive down this. Oh, by the way, it starts to affect this. They had to be lucky. They had the right connections. They were in the right place at the right time. They're obviously unethical. Right? Growing up in Ireland, Ireland, I was home. It's fantastic. I love where I come from. I love my people. It's in my veins. It was just nice to not have to explain a joke while I was talking to somebody. It was nice not to try. People's feelings are kind of buried so far down, you can just batter each other all day long, and it's great. It's just great. For a pragmatist, for a month, it was fantastic. However, there's also a reason I left. Now, I left and got hit by a car. It wasn't a choice of mine, but there's a reason I stayed once I got here. See, in America, someone drives past the millionaire's house, and they go, I'm going to be there one day. In Ireland, they drive past and they go, I'm going to get that sucker. Or other non-PG words that are used. And so a fellow would go by in a Rolls Royce, and I remember these conversations clearly. They'd say, I wonder who he had to screw over to get that. So because this guy over here is living the dream, and in order for me to look at this and I compare myself to it, this guy's got to have this, and this, and this, and this. And I make that list so that I'm able to try to settle myself down. We're going to get into this, but I want to tell you right now, this comparison is the death of ability.